Hello everybody, it's EzraTime again here, and welcome back to another movie review video. And today I'm going to be reviewing a movie called Accidentman Hitman's Holiday. This is actually the second movie of the Accidentman, I guess you could say, franchise in a way. And the movie star one of my favorite martial artists ever, which is Scott Atkins. And the first movie was released in 2018. I think it was like I think it was a comic book adaptation, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a really good martial arts movie. It was like a fun time for me. It's not perfect, but it is solid enough in my opinion for the first one. So I was really looking forward to see the second one because I feel like from the trailer, it seemed just like a lot of fun. And yeah, after watching the movie, all I can say is this movie is a lot of fun, really. Um, because this is like the kind of movie that actually is a comedy instead of like a really serious Hitman movie, and I'm glad it was that way because I think Scott Atkins gave a great performance as Mike Fallon, the accident man. Like, he's actually really really fun in this movie, and then obviously he has a great chemistry with Fred, played by Perry Benson, I think. Like, who also reprised the role from the first movie. I'm glad that they actually killed Fred in the first movie because he's such a funny character. I'm glad that he actually has some chemistry with Fallon here. And then we get to see the two of them working together way more than before. And obviously, you got the other returning cast member is Ray Stevenson, who plays Big Ray. He's also the surrogate father of Fallon, I think. Because obviously, after what happens in the first movie, like these two has a conflict with one another, and then obviously they have to resolve that by the end of the movie, which I think is also interesting. And this movie stars many martial artists. One of them is Sarah Chang, who plays Wong Xiu Ling. And then I think the best villain ever in this movie is actually Poco the Killer Clown, played by Fowler, I think. He is amazing as Poco the Killer Clown, because like he has such charismatic as the clown, because as Poco, because he has some Joker element in there, which is also really interesting. I mean, it's a clown, right? So it's obvious, but it's actually really really fun. Like, you see them just like acting, and then just like acting super, like, like a child in a way, but also kill people. I think it was really really a fun character to have in the movie, and it fits so well with the tone of the movie. And obviously the fight between Poco and Mike Fallon was also amazing. Well choreographed, obviously. Um, and yeah, you got other people as well, like Yandy, played by Faisal Muhammad, I think, also amazing. And then you got Silas, played by Peter Lee Thomas, is also amazing. And then you got Oyumi, played by Andreas Nguyen, I think, is also a Japanese actor, I think. Yeah, this movie has a lot, a lot of like martial artists in this one movie, and I think it's a really really great martial arts movie. And yeah, that's obviously the good part about this movie is the action sequences, or like the martial arts sequences, is actually well shot, which makes sense because, like, it's Scott Atkins, so he's gonna make sure that the scene is gonna be well shot. And then this movie is directed by the Kirby brothers, I think, George and Harry Kirby. And yeah, they're both amazing directors. I think they really really able to capture the action really well. They moving the camera around, and then they spin the camera to see the action, and it was like really amazing. It was really smooth. Obviously, I think all of the fight scene was really fun, but my favorite one is obviously Poco the Killer Clown. The fight scene between him and Fallon was amazing. And obviously the last fight scene between Fallon and Oyumi was also really amazing. Again, it's really well shot. And Oyumi is just such a great character. I wish we see more of him, to be honest. But for the time they are in this movie, because there is like 5 assassins, I think, in this movie. All 5 of them are amazing. I think I might miss one that I forgot who that was, but either way, I think it was a Russian. It was a Russian guy, I think. It wasn't guy, but like woman, who tries to kill this child called Dante, which is an annoying fucking character, to be fair. And oh yeah, the other assassins is named Freya. I don't know who exactly played the character, but it's also amazing. All 5 assassins is amazing. Like I said, the action is well shot, well directed. I think the humor, it might land and it might miss at some point, but overall it's a really energetic movie that really are confident with the writing, in my opinion. I think this is way better than the first one, because the first one has some like serious element to it, but this one is just pure fun, and that's the whole point of the movie. And I think that's great, because like when you see this type of movie that you just want to have fun, with the characters and then the fight scene and all that kind of stuff, and this movie definitely deliver on that, capacity, But I guess the bad part about this movie is that, well, there is one annoying character named Dante, and then Fallon was supposed to be protecting him, and throughout the movie, he is kind of annoying, like the first half of the movie, because you got some fights in that happening, and then that you just see him in the background doing some stupid stuff and then screaming like a little bitch, basically, and it was like super annoying when I first saw that in the movie. I was like, oh no, like is the entire movie's gonna be like that, like with him just like in the background doing some naughty stuff, some shitty stuff, and then just like not thankful to Mike Fallon at all after saving him so many times. But thankfully the movie kind of saved that by knocking him out in the second half of the movie, and then you get to see again the fight scene between Silas and Wong Shu Ling, and then you got the fight scene between obviously Fallon and Poco, the killer clown, which both are amazing, and then obviously the final fight scene with Oyume as well. So yeah, at the end of the day, this is a really really fun movie that I guess you should turn your brain off in some capacity, because like some part probably doesn't even make sense. But again, this movie doesn't try to be like that serious. This is a fun movie that you could just like watch, turn your brains off, and then like you're probably gonna enjoy it with a popcorn or something. Even though I don't really recommend eating a popcorn while eating this movie, because like while watching this movie, sorry, because there is some dirty scene, and I'm not talking about like like there is like a literal shit in this movie, and I was like, why? That wasn't funny. It's disgusting. Like, why would you put that in the movie? Like, oh man. But either way, that's my, I guess it's a nitpick. I don't know. People might find that funny, like a literal shit in this movie, but I don't find that funny. I found it really disgusting. And I was like, why do you put that in the movie? Like, there is some amazing fights in it, and you cut back to the Dante characters, and I was like, oh no, what the hell, man? He was already annoying enough, and then now he's been disgusting. Like, the hell, you don't need to put that in the movie, in my opinion. But either way, I really enjoyed the movie for what it is. I think it's a just a fun movie with great action sequences. I think great performance as well by Scott Adkins. He's actually really charismatic in this movie. Like, I mean, Scott Adkins, in my opinion, is a charismatic actor. Besides being a martial artist, obviously, like him as a martial artist is amazing. I think he's one of the best martial arts artists in this industry right now. Even though Hollywood kind of like overlook him, which is sucks, but he makes some great direct-to-video movie and I feel like he deserves some more recognition, because he is a great actor, and then he deserves more in the big screen, and I'm glad that he actually got cast in John Wick Chapter 4. I think as Killa, I think that's his character name. Because I'm really curious to see if Keanu Reeves and Scott Adkins are going to fight in the movie. I'm assuming they are gonna fight. Hopefully they don't exactly kill him off in the one movie. Hopefully we get to see more of the character in the future John Wick movie, but I guess we'll see, because we have no idea what's gonna be Scott Adkins' character in John Wick 4. But either way, guys, yeah, that was Accident Man Hitman's Holiday. Again, great directing, great fight scene, great performance. Obviously, the humor could hit and miss at the same time, but it was like a fun movie in general. The criticism is obviously, again, the Dante character is so fucking annoying. Like, he was supposed to be annoying, but I was like, it kind of get me out of the movie for a while, because he was like, again, he was just like so annoying, and it wasn't even funny. I think at some point the movie tried to make him funny, but it just like doesn't necessarily work. Like, either he is unfunny and super annoying, or number two, he is just disgusting, like literally disgusting. I was like, oh man, come on. I understand why you do that, but like, don't show that on a camera. Like, come on, man. um but either way, yeah, I mean, I guess that's it for the review, guys. If I have to give this movie a rating, I'm gonna give this movie an 8 out of 10, because I think this is again, just a fun movie in general. Like, you're not supposed to take in this movie seriously, so I think you guys gonna have some fun time watching this movie. But this is my opinion, of course. But yeah, have you guys seen Accident Man? Like, watch the first one, or like maybe watch the second one. If you guys haven't, then well, go check it out. I think they are like a really fun action movie. I think the second one is better than the first one, because again, it's less serious and will have way more fun with the characters, which I really appreciate. So there you go. But again, this is my opinion. So if you guys haven't watched it, then please go watch it. I think you might like it. And if you guys are a fan of Scott Adkins, then well, why not watch it? He's great. And for those of you who you guys who already watched Accident Man Hitman's Holiday, you guys can let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys think about this movie right here? Do you guys like it? Do you guys love it? What do you guys hate about it? How high, like, what are you guys gonna rate the movie? Because I like to know about that, obviously. But yeah, guys, either way, that's my review. And if you guys enjoyed, then leave a like, comment, subscribe, share the videos, and become a member for the channel if you want to support me even further. But yeah, thank you for everybody who's still watching the channel. Thank you for everybody who's still supporting the channel for what it is today. I really appreciate you guys for doing that. Stay tuned for more reviews in the future. And again, I really hope you guys enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one then. Bye.